Yeah, you missed that. You missed that. I gave an intro. I was like, blah, 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 blah. I don't see a mic working. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mid-Atlantic Modeling League's Chaos Cup. Who's killing the Orcs tonight? I think El Numerino is going to be trying to kill the Orcs tonight. Tonight, we've got the White Skull Windbreakers versus Stairway to Nuffle. Doug the Minotaur versus El Numerino Orcs versus Underworld. Say Doug the Minotaur. Let's take a look at the standings. 3 weeks left in regular play in this first competition of the season. The top 4 after week 6 will make the cut and advance into a single elimination bracket to determine who will be crowned Chaos Cup champion and earn their spot in this year's Blood Bowl. The top 4 currently leading the pack is Richard Craniums. I Want to Be Like Doug, a Dwarven team. 4-0-0 is their record, commanding lead in first place. In second place, Chimes Nevagana, an Orc team. 3-0-1, just one loss for this team. In third place, close behind, are Doug the Minotaur's White Skull Windbreakers. Doug the Minotaur, the current league champion. Another Orc team, the only other undefeated team in this competition. 2-1-0 is their record. And in fourth place, the Dead Kennedys, my team, an Undead team. 2-1-1 is their record. Stairway to Nuffle, coached by El Numerino. They're in 6th place currently. An Underworld team, 2-0-1 is their record. Both teams looking to advance into second place with a win this evening. First up, let's take a look at the home team. The White Skull Windbreakers coming in with a TV of 1,105,000 gold this evening. An 11-player roster, one player under Thunder. The number 10 lineman will be out with a neck injury this week. Everybody else will be on the starting roster. 5 players with the block skill, 4 players with a strength of 4. He does have tackle on the number 7 blitzer, the one who denied it. And of course, he has a goblin and a thrower. The goblin with sure hands and pass. Not the goblin, the thrower with sure hands and pass. The goblin with that strength 2, but that stunty dodge. Scary stuff. He'll be up against Stairway to Nuffle, coming in a TV of 950. That's going to bring their petty cash this evening to, let's see. Try to work this out in my head. It's going to be, that's going to be 100. It's going to be 80. So, you know what? It's going to be about 155, I think. 155,000 gold in petty cash. Could it be? Could it be the night? Could it be the night? Could it be the night that we get our first wizard of the competition? I sure hope so. I sure hope so. 2 bribes, better. 2 bribes is a more compelling choice. Yes, but I want to see a wizard. He did pick up a new skill here, level 3 on Ramble On, the Gutter Runner. He picked up 2 heads to get that +1 AG on his dodge test. This is a blodger player. I might have picked up Sidestep. I'm not nearly as good of a player. I think Sidestep is a solid option on a Gutter Runner. That's a blodger. He could have, another option is to save up for the extra point of movement, or even sprint, right? So sprint could bring this up to a player who could run 12 naturally. 12. There's 13 between the line of scrimmage and the end zone. Very scary player, very fast player, one of the fastest players in the game of, well, actually the fastest player in the game of Blood Bowl. An MA of 9, block, dodge, and 2 heads. Is going to give him a +1 edge on the dodge rolls. That's going to make him a dodging machine, a ball marking machine, in fact. He has 1 blitzer with the block skill, of course. His Rat Ogre will not be starting tonight. Otherwise, he's got this full complement of Snotlings. These Snotlings have swarming. That means that when he sets up on the pitch after the kickoff, he gets to roll a D3, and that many players get to set up in addition to his starting 11. He can have 14 players on the pitch. Oh, thank you. Thank you, BB Nut. Yeah, and Doug the Minotaur. Apparently, Gabe's Workshop's a fun police. Doesn't want M8. No, I'm just kidding. I think that's a good change. Gutter Runner's max of 9, then he can't get that characteristic. Fair enough. MA of 9 with the 2 rushes, that's still 11 spaces. Sprint could make that 12. That's still a very scary player. He does have the 3 goblin linemen. He has a thrower and then the 2 clan rats as well. 16 players on this roster. Von Rue, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for participating. 3 rerolls here for El Nubarino. How are the 2 teams going to play tonight? Well, I mean, you know what orcs do. You know what orcs do. Orcs bash, orcs punch, orcs bash, orcs smash, orcs grab, orcs kick, orcs smash and grab and bash and punch. 5 players with block, 4 players with strength 4. This is a running team that is just going to beat up the opposing team. That's it. That's the grand strategy. That's the plan. That doesn't mean there's not strategy in the plane, of course. You've got to position your players correctly. You've got to set up your blocks and play very tactically. But strategically, just from a broad perspective, it's very easy to understand how orcs play. They want to open up a hole on offense. They want to move their cage down pitch, and they just want to beat everyone up. On defense, they want to beat everyone up. They want to stop that cage. They want to contain the cage if they can, and then they'll crack it open and recover that ball. This Underworld team, however, they are low in TV, so they don't quite have the skills that make Underworld so terrifying, at least in the past. But now that they have these snotlings with swarming, even though they're strength 1, even though they have a pitiful AV of 6, even though they're titchy, this is scary. 14 players, a potential of 14 players on the pitch. That is a lot of pitch control. That's a lot of players you can mark. That's a lot of fouls you can take with these snotlings. This can be a kill squad right now if he's got 14 players on the pitch. He will have to be careful because not a lot of AV on this roster. AV8's a little fragile. AV6 is a ton fragile. 9+ that's just average. So he doesn't have a lot of block to go up against the blockers. He doesn't have a lot of strength to go up against those big strength 4 players. He's going to have to leverage swarming to his advantage and control the pitch. On offense, he's probably going to just want to score ASAP because the longer he's on the pitch, the more he's going to lose players. On defense, he can absolutely control the pitch. If he wins the coin toss, 100% he's going to start on defense. And if he gets lucky on the swarming roll, he can start to push back with this defense and start to envelop the offense. He can just sort of swoop in and encircle it. Normally to encircle an offense, the offense kind of has to let you, right? The offense kind of shrinks up and pulls together. And as a defense, you see that opportunity and then you start to lock them down on one side. You close down the lanes on the other side. You start to work on that cage. With so many players on the pitch, you can go in, you can knock players down, you can foul players, you can start to get your removals, and it doesn't matter how close they get together. You could start whittling this team down. The problem is, how do you keep your players on the pitch? That's the answer that's the question that El Nubarino is going to have an answer for tonight. He's up against a bashy team with a lot of block, and if he's not careful, he's going to not just be seeing 2-die blocks, but 3-die blocks. These snotlings with a strength of 1 all but guarantee a 3-die block, even with just a single player. So he's going to have to watch out for losing players tonight. That's the name of the game for him. Keep your players on the pitch. If he can do that, he can win. He's got a lot of speed. He's got a definite speed advantage. But we'll see if he has any players when the game is over. All right, without further ado, we're going to go down over into this game. Week 4. Man, I love these custom pitches. Oh, look at that. So cool. Speed Beaver says, keep your players on the pitch. I knew I was forgetting something about this game. This is so cool. I love this. Oh, they've both got orc coaches. Boy, just look at the mass difference. Oh, man. 5 fan factor for the Windbreakers this evening. 2 for Stairway to Nuffle. We'll see if that works out in their favor. In this version of the game, that fan factor, you're going to sum those numbers together, divide by 2. That's how much money each team will be earning tonight, plus 10K for each of their touchdowns. White Skull Windbreakers, look at this. Ah, I was right, 155, yay. It only took me 14 years to figure that out. He's going to pick up a biased referee. And he's picking up a cheerleader. And a cake, so not going for the bribes here. I thought for sure the bribes were it. I thought for sure the bribes were it. Or if he just wanted to, if he wanted to please the crowd, a wizard. All right. Stairway to Nuffle, yes indeed. They're going to set up on defense to start this game. Three gobos on the line currently. He has this offset anchor defense to start with. Man, I love this. Look at this like warpstone hut. This gross. I hate it. I love it. I hate it. All right. Unconventional defense here by Stairway to Nuffle. They're going to set up with an anchor and just... That anchor got caught on the Titanic or something at the bottom of the ocean, got torn asunder. His line's going to set up strong on the right. 7-man offensive line for the Windbreakers. Boot Polish says, is there... Oh, you know what? Sorry, there is game... Let me set this up. I updated drivers before the game and it didn't reset everything in the OBS. Let me do that now. There you go. Thanks, Boot Polish. I'm sorry about that. Setting up with a 4-man offensive line instead. 3-man offensive line. He's got 2 wide on either side. 5-man line split in the middle here. Strong on the right. Silent but deadly. The thrower back to receive. I was like, where's Kevin Bacon? Wrong team. Wrong team. The one who denied it currently in the halfback position, along with one cheek squeak. Here's the kickoff. 3 rerolls for each team in tonight's game. Just one player going to come back, going to come onto the pitch here on that swarming roll. So 12 players for Stairway to Nuffle. And the Windbreakers going to try to catch this ball before the turn begins. Fail to pick up, but that's all right. They get another attempt here in turn 1. 1-man player advantage currently for Stairway to Nuffle. 2 die block on that number 9 Goblin. Houses of the Holy Breaks Armor. There we go. That's how you start the game. 11v11 on the pitch. First block of the night results in an injury. And that's a removal. Third block breaks armor. Got to push on the second block. A KO, and just like that, we're at 11v10. +1 for the Windbreakers. 2 die block when traveling. Riverside Blues gets a dodge push out of this. Three die blitz on traveling Riverside Blues. He got a pal here. Needs an 8+. He got it. He didn't get it. We just got the armor break graphic. Anyway. I'm going to have to hold back on that until I see the die result. Pulling some players back before the ball pickup. Good pickup here by Silent but deadly. The ball's going to advance to the Windbreakers own 6-yard line at mid-pitch. He's going to keep that line right in place. Turn 1 back to Stairway to Nuffle. They've lost 2 players already. They're down to 10 on the pitch. I tell you, man, I've been playing Persona 3 Reload, and I love it, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I've been playing Persona. I am so old. I've been playing Persona since the very first game came out back on the original PlayStation. And they gave it the short-lived subtitle, Revelations. Still have my copy, in fact. Tartarus going to be saying, I have explored all of Tartarus that I can for now, so we're going to be good. We're going to be good. We're at floor 27, I think. So now we're just going on dates with the track team manager and stuff, and talking to the elderly couple at the bookstore. Stairway to Nuffle. Just staying in front of this offense. They're giving up 2 spaces here. That's it. Turn 2 now. Back to the White Skull Windbreakers. It's been a minute. It's been a while since I played Persona 3, but I'm pretty sure the original. So I played it when it was FES. Which was still on the PlayStation 2, but the original PlayStation, or Persona 3, that is. But I don't think it had Baton Pass, but it does in the remake, which is fine by me. They don't call it Baton Pass; they call it something else. Yeah, these Windbreakers, they're just gonna start marking players. These are fragile players against a bashy team. They want to get their blocks in. Dog needs to keep the ball safe, and then otherwise he wants to set up his blocks. Two-dive block over the right side of the pitch. Dodge push here. Oh no, it's going to be a knockdown thanks to tackle. Doesn't break armor. Doesn't break armor on that goblin. All right, Vonru, how's that? Everybody, just let me know if you want all the skills or just some of the skills. I like playing with all the skills on, but if most people want just the added skills, we can leave it like that too. Turn 2 now, Stairway to Nuffle. 3 other players currently marked. That ball is now caged up across the line of scrimmage on the opposing 2-yard line. All right. We'll play it by ear then. We'll see if it just gets cluttered. We'll turn it off. 2-dive blitz to get things started here. Gets a knockdown on the front left corner of the cage. He won't follow up here. Well, he might follow up, but I doubt he will. Oh, he's gonna. All right. He decided to follow up. Takes a mark on the ball carrier. Takes a mark on the right side of this offensive contingent. 20 seconds left on the clock for Stairway to Nuffle. They do have 7 minutes, 30 seconds in bonus time to spend throughout the course of the game. It says 2 minutes, but that's just a bug. Fails a dodge here. Won't spend the reroll. I think that's fair. That's a turnover. Turn 3 now. Back to the Windbreakers. Two-die block. Gets a dodge push against Traveling Riverside Blues. Wow, did he just taunt him? Traveling Riverside Blues just taunt his blocker. Oh man, the courage. You know what, in Persona 3, he just leveled up his courage stat. Two-die blitz. It's going to be a push here against Heartbreaker. More blocks to take for this Orc team. SP Beaver says, in the world of Nuffle, he just signed his death notice. In the world of Persona, too. I am thou, and thou art I. Two-die block on the line here. Gets a POW against how many more times? Can't break armor. 8+. Fairly fragile. I think the difference between 8+ and 9+, that's when you start to talk about fragile players. More marks being taken by this Orc team. Two-die block gets a POW against Heartbreaker. Needs a 9+ here. Blitzers have an AV of 9. Can't get it. Two-die block against Black Dog. This works out due to the block skill. Doesn't break armor here either. Blitz has been spent. Yes, sometimes that's the way it goes. Orcs continuing to mark all of these players. They want to take these blocks and start removing players from the pitch. They've already got 2 off. They're looking to remove 10 more here. Turn 3 for Stairway to Nuffle. Yeah, the gutter runners are fragile, but once they start to pick up, once they become blodgers, they become deceptively resilient. Two-die blitz gets a knockdown here. Wow. Wow, and that's an injury on the one who dealt it. Oppo going to be spent here. That's one of the blockers. No injury thanks to that doctor. Well done, Doogie Howser. Orc Doogie Howser. Failed a dodge here. He's going to probably spend the reroll so that it's not a null. Null. Spent the reroll. Failed the dodge over here. Spent the reroll so it wasn't a null turn. Failed the reroll. Rolled Snake Eyes there. You can see in the roll log, and got KO'd. That blitzer off the pitch for the rest of the drive, and now a lot of blocks for the Windbreakers here in turn 4. 3-die block. Can't break an armor on a Snotling. What? 2-die block gets a knockdown here as well. Going after that thrower. Come on, Tangerine. I believe in you, buddy. I believe in you, buddy. But yeah, block and dodge on a gutter runner, you need a PAL. That's a 1 in 6. It can be a nightmare. You pick up sidestep on him, and then it just feels even worse because you can't. It's difficult to set up chain blocks, and they can just be a real pain. Tangerine taunting his would-be blocker. Doug the Minotaur trying to decide where he's going to end up with the ball here. It looks like he might end up in the right wide zone. Blitzing a gutter runner. 2-die blitz. Double pals. Can he get the 8+ here? Can't get it. Roll to 7. Windbreakers dipping back into bonus time here after the blitz. Decided, you know what? I'm going to go to the left side of the pitch instead. He's going to shift players around to cage up here before he takes this 3-die block on Tangerine. One Cheek Squeak has somewhere to go. Going to go for the foul here. Trying to get that gutter runner off the pitch. Rolled doubles. What'd you roll doubles on? Do I not understand how bias ref works? What did he roll? Oh, 5+. Wait, what? I see. I see. So even if it's not doubles, you roll a d6 and on a 5+, he gets sent off. Learning BB 2020 together. 1 minute in the first quarter here. Stairway to Nuffle on defense. They're down 3 players. Leaves 9 on the pitch. Good dodge. These snotlings always dodge on a 2+. They're going to get a blitz, a 2-die blitz now. They get the knockdown on Air Biscuit. Can't break armor. AB10's pretty solid. 2+ dodge, 2+ dodge. Fails the 3+ over in the left wide zone. Re-rolls this. 1 re-roll left for Stairway to Nuffle. Goes for the foul on Air Biscuit. Doesn't work out. Doesn't get called off. Had a +5 on that. Each one basically reduces the AV by 1. That brings it down to a 5+. Fails the dodge over on the right side of this right side of this formation. And he's KO'd. The second quarter begins. Windbreakers with the ball in the opposing 4-yard line. Balls McJuggler, welcome to the stream. Does it show the bias referral in the client? It does. It's in the log. I just didn't understand it. I was like, what is going on? 3 die block against Misty Mountain Hop. This will be a dodge push. Misty Mountain Hop with sidestep means that whenever these snotlings get pushed, they don't have to be pushed directly back. They can be pushed anywhere, and it's the defender, it's the coach controlling the snotling who decides where they're going to go. They can go into any open adjacent space. 3 die blitz against Misty Mountain Hop gets a pal here. It needs just a 6+. Gets a stun out of it. Well done. Windbreakers have a little bit of movement left with the blitzer. They might shift him to the left. It's just going to stay put. Yeah, these orcs continuing to mark these players. That's, like we talked about in the pregame, this is what they want to do. Take marks, punch people. And the ball's going to advance down the left wide zone to the opposing 12-yard line. Barking backside left to action here. And that'll be a turn. Under 6 minutes left on the bonus clock for the Windbreakers. Second quarter now for Stairway to Nuffle. They've lost 4. They're down to 8. Two plus. Good dodge by Dancing Days. I was going to call him Dancing Dave. Dancing Days. More. Dodge. Titchy dodges by Tangerine. That's 2 marks on the ball carrier now. Is he looking for some sort of blitz here? I don't know where he gets it. Gutter runner blitz. Fails a 3+. Spends the reroll. What is happening? Got a pow! Oh, sweet Nuffle! Holy moly! 3 dodges. Gets the 2 die block, the pow on the ball carrier. Oh boy, ramble on. That's the leveled gutter runner. He wanted 2 heads. There's your 2 heads. Ran right through that line. Took a ton of dodges. Got a +1 on each for the block. And there I was at the pregame saying, oh, I would have taken sidestep. 2 die block for the Windbreakers. Back at mid-pitch. Gets a push here against how many more times? This is the Clan Rat, the Skaven lineman, so to speak. Follows up into another block here. This will work out due to the block skill. If you have the block skill, you can ignore the both down results, at least for you. 2-die block on the right side of the ball. It gets a pal here against Stairway to Heaven. Looking for an 8+. He got it. Another removal. Well done. 6 removals now. And now the blitz. That gutter is gonna pay. Not today unless it's re-rolled. Not today unless it's re-rolled. Might want to re-roll this. He does have tackle. He can negate that dodge skill. He says, nope, I'm gonna hold on to my re-rolls. SB Beaver says, don't re-roll! But now it's gonna have to be a chain push into a Snotling, and like we said, they have sidestep, so that Snotling's gonna park himself right here. And Food Polish says that Cake's gonna be putting in work. Indeed. Bloodweiser Kegs, each one gives you a +1 to your KO rolls. Normally they're 50-50. 3-die block on Communication Breakdown. Gets a knockdown. Gets a stun. Well, currently on the ground on the opposing 12-yard line here, on Stairway to Nuffle's 12-yard line, I should say. Going for the, I was like, going for the ball pickup, he did. Spent the re-roll here. Got the recovery on the one who supplied it, and now the ball's going to advance to the 14-yard line. This is in the hands of the blitzer. He does have the block skill, as blitzers tend to do. Like the Minotaur putting in a lot of thought for his final two actions here. Decides to cover his teammate, the ball carrier, right on the left side with barking backside. Turn 6 to Stairway to Nuffle now. I don't know what it is, but I always feel like I have to blow my nose when I'm commentating a game. Gets through the rush with Traveling Riverside Blues. Goblins have an MA of 6. Wanted to move 1 extra space to make that a movement of 7. Had to roll a D6 and not roll a 1 in order to get it. 1-die blitz to get things started. He gets the knockdown on the blitzer. That gutter runner putting in some work here. Let's see where the ball scatters. Right into the vacated space. Is the gutter runner going to try to pick this ball up? It's a -2 currently. Oh boy. El Numerito is thinking. He went for it. Failed the pickup. And that ball's going to scatter all the way to the left wide zone. He went for it, failed the pickup. Stairway to Nuffle with no rerolls left. Said, what's the worst that could happen? Might have been this, we'll see. The ball's on the ground in the left wide zone on the 16-yard line. Where's Kevin Bacon when you need him? Problem is the Windbreakers don't have a whole lot of players that can freely get at that ball. 3-die block on Dancing Days gets the pal here. Really wants a 6+. Is he going to scatter on the ball? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. He did. Sidesteps onto the ball. Got KO'd. You know why you got KO'd on the ball? You landed on a spiked ball. That was all you. That was all you, El Numerino. Ball bounces into the hands of the one who denied it. And wasn't able to recover there. Two-die block gets a push on Ramble On. That's that annoying gutter runner. We get another block momentarily. Windbreakers with 2 rerolls left for the half. They were trying to free up Bull Snort. Takes a mark on that Goblin. Goblin still has a positive dodge away out through the corner. Two-die block on Ramble On. Gets a push here as well. And he'll follow up. And now Turtle Burp has access to the ball. There he goes. Gets a mark on the ball. Duck call coming in. Stands up silent but deadly, deciding where he wants to finish his movement with the player. He'll stay put. Here comes Duck Call. He comes in on the right side of the ball. The one who supplied it will stand up. Going for the pickup. 3+ pickup. Works out. Well done. Ball recovered once again by the Windbreakers, but that gutter runner, who apparently can dodge anything and anyone, is still on his feet. Rushes the ball back to center pitch. Turn 7 for Stairway to Nuffle. 1 turn left for the Windbreakers. They've got to score next turn. Stairway to Nuffle running Misty Mountain Hop away. Just wants to keep him alive. Oh boy. Oh boy. Went for the 3-die uphill blitz with Tangerine. He's going to stay alive on the drive here. Gets a push. And he's going to follow up to keep that mark. He's going to try it again. Would you tempt Nuffle? He did tempt Nuffle, and it worked out. Well done, El Numerino. 2-die uphill here. He's got to get a knockdown. Boy, oh boy. Ball on the ground once again on the 16-yard line. SB Beaver, thank you for the bits. Wow. Elder Marino has been climbing that stairway. Giving his praise. 35 seconds left in the turn here. Good dodge by that gutter runner. Not the second time though, but thankfully he's going to stay alive. Turn 8 now. Final turn for the Windbreakers. Traveling Riverside Blues and Tangerine are both going to take blocks. They both have, oh no, I'm sorry, this is a Goblin over here. Tangerine has sidestep. I imagine he's going on the ball. But that Gobbo certainly does not. Two-die block on the Goblin first. Gets a dodge push out of this. That's fine. That's an inactive player next to that ball. That Goblin, I'm sorry, that Snotling pushes onto that ball. And it goes in the hands of Barking Backside. 3-die block, thankfully, gets the both down result here. There'll be no sidestep. 3-die block now against Traveling Riverside Blues. Gets a knockdown here as well. Gets a KO. Well done by Doug the Minotaur. How many is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 in the first half. 8. That's 2/3 of a team. Good pickup, 2 rushes. Well done and well thought by the Windbreakers to score in this first half. My goodness gracious. We'll see who comes back on the pitch. All of those KOs thanks to that delicious, delicious Bloodweiser. 1 turn left in the second quarter. Sorry, I didn't record the replay. 10 players on the pitch for Stairway to Nuffle. Or I'm sorry, not Stairway to Nuffle. That's you know, the Windbreakers, those guys. 3 players on the line. Pulls everybody in tight here on defense, giving up both wide zones. Boy, that timeout rule. Oh boy, so it's going to be a guaranteed extra turn. Should there be a timeout on the kickoff event table? One-man player advantage currently for Stairway to Nuffle. It will be at least a 2-man after the kick. It could be as much as 4. Pretty sure there's no way to set up Ramble On for a 1 turn here. So he's going to hope for the timeout. These are preventing players from getting around the other side and forcing the push in the direction that El Nubarino would want it to go. El Marino with 6 players on the line here. It's got to put at least 3. He has 4. Here's the kick, where the Windbreaker's going to kick. I imagine over to the left. Ends up at mid-pitch. And again, just 1 on the swarming roll. El Marino's going to have to put in some prayers here and hope he gets more than 1 in this upcoming second half. Final turn of the first half. Stairway to Nuffle will not be able to score. The only way he scores is if this gutter runner can get to here. Gutter runner gets here, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. GFI, I'm sorry, rush. Stairway to Nuffle with some blocks to take, maybe. Yeah, really no option for the gutter runner there. Not sure what the plan is. Moves Ramble On behind the defense. Maybe he's looking for the blitz on Bull Snort and he's setting up for the foul. Probably wants Bull Snort to come in, push here. Yeah, 2-die block Gets the knockdown. All right, doesn't get the assist from Ramble On. Elden Marino still with over 7 minutes on bonus time here at the end of the first half. Doug the Minotaur down to a little over 4 minutes. Elden Marino trying to figure out what he wants to do here. Does he want to go in for this foul? After all, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. Only gets stun out of it. Does it with his, is that sprint? That's sure feet. Does it with his sure feet snotling. Good ball pickup. Gonna try to get a point of SVP here. Quick pass. Looks like it's a quick mark pass even. Hey, get the gutter runner, well done. So not a quick pass, that was a short pass. Failed the pass interference attempt. And that'll be the, oh, he's gonna take an uphill here. Oh, took an uphill with the Goblin. Oh, Goblin gets knocked down. Oh man. Took a risk. Lost the Goblin. That's the turn. Took an uphill block here, hoping it worked out. Ended up losing the Goblin in the process. Stairway to Nuffle on offense for the second half of this game. Both teams back up to 3 rerolls. That's what they'll have left for the rest of the game. Doug the Minotaur setting up in the exact same defense. Stairway to Nuffle now facing the decision that every agile coach, every fragile coach really has to contend with. You're down by 1. It's the second half of the game. What do? Score early and then potentially lose 2-1? Do you play for the draw, or do you have a plan to get this ball back from this impending offense? Kicker would be a great help. I think kicker is an often underlooked skill. Two coming onto the pitch here for Stairway to Nuffle. That's all they have left anyway. So it'll be a 3-man player advantage for Stairway to Nuffle. 13v10 on the pitch. Gets this ball in the hands of Stairway to Heaven on a 50-50. Didn't work out, but that's fine. He'll get another attempt at it shortly. Turn 9 now for Stairway to Nuffle. Takes a mark on Bull Snort. He's the right outer linebacker for this defense. Dancing Days, the Snotling, with no fear, stands right behind him. Under a minute left in the turn. 3 marks on Bull Snort now. Here comes the blitz. 2-die blitz. Gets a pal. Looks like he's setting up for a foul. Has 2 assists currently on a foul against Bull Snort if he wants to take it. He does have Carasalambra. I don't know what that song is. Carasalambra. Potential fouler. 3 assists on the foul now. Brings it to an AB7+. Good 3+ pickup. Looks like he's going to pass to the gutter runner. Believe this is going to be a short pass. In fact, I guarantee it's a short pass. Good catch. Gets another point of SPP on the thrower. Ball in the hands of Ramble On, the gutter runner. And he moves in right to the right side of Bull Snort. Oh. Yeah, here comes that foul. 4 assists. AB6+. Rolled a 3. Good 3+ dodge by the Clan Rat. The center. He's now shifting to the right wide zone. Probably 2 more dodges in store. He hasn't moved these snotlings. Now he is. Moving these backs into position. Misty Mountain Hop moves up to the line of scrimmage. The Lemon Song stays 1 space off the line of scrimmage. Might be okay with this. We'll see. Fails the dodge by traveling Riverside Blues. Turn 9 now for the Windbreakers. Their first turn of this second half. Dog the Minotaur currently in the league. 10 players on the pitch. Bull Snort being hugged to death by this offense. The Minotaur taking his time trying to figure out what he's going to do. Is he going to reposition his defense to get in front of the ball carrier? It can be real tough. If you're going to try to protect against the scorer by the gutter runner, you've got to cover a lot of the pitch. That gutter runner is very, very fast. You've got to shut down those lines. .22 seconds left. Doug the Minotaur. His only action to single player. Finally actions another player on the left side of the line. Duck call. He's going to move back to the right here. 3-die block at the line of scrimmage is a POW against Tangerine. Can he get that 6+? He can. Got a KO. Well done. Well done. Rushes in place to take a mark on Carasalambra. He's covering that sideline a little bit now. 2-die block against Dancing Days. Gets a knockdown here. Can't break armor. That Snotling's going to stay on the pitch. This gutter runner is in scoring position currently. One rush would score. Currently has some dodges to take. And Doug the Minotaur is going to pull the one who denied it. The number 7 blitzer back into the safety position now, along with Silent but Deadly, the thrower. Turn 10, back to Stairway to Nuffle. They still have all 3 of their rerolls. They're on the opposing 6-yard line in the right wide zone. Ball in the hands of Ramble On, the blodging gutter runner. MA of 9 has 2 heads. 2-die blitz. Got the pal on the one who dealt it. Is he going to try to score right here in turn 10? Wow, big injury here. Failed the rush. Has to re-roll this. There it is. Well done by Stairway to Nuffle. Those gutter runners are nasty, nasty players. That's not how you hold a chef's knife. Come on. Come on. Hank the Ranger. Lower the failure rate, the rush failure rate from 900% to 99%. SP Beaver with the emergency rush warning. Thank you for the bits. One rush would do it. Failed the rush. Spent the reroll, and there's the score. Just like that. Very easy to score with this team, as we mentioned in the pregame. But now, the White Skull Windbreakers have effectively an entire half to score again and try to win this game. Stairway to Nuffle is going to need a plan to recover this ball and score on defense. The polish demands death. You might get it. 11 players in an anchor formation for Stairway to Nuffle. They have a shot to get 2 more after the kickoff. Two-man player advantage currently for Stairway to Nuffle. Could be a 4-man advantage. I think the Ranger has works down to 9. Yes, indeed. 9 players on the pitch. Here's the kick. 4 players on the line for the White Skull Windbreakers. 2 in the left wide zone, 1 in the right. Here's the kick. Shallow kick. And again, just 1 player coming onto the pitch from this swarming roll. That'll be a 3-man player advantage then. And again, it's a high kick. Man. One's on swarming and high kicks. That's everything tonight. Failed to pick up with Silent but Deadly. He's got sure hands, so get a free reroll to try to pick this ball up from the ground. Shallow kick, 3-die block to get things started here by the Windbreakers. They got a pal on Misty Mountain Hop. Misty Mountain Hop has to choose a sidestep before rolling these armor dice. Breaks armor and he's KO'd. Well done. 2-man player advantage now for Stairway to Nuffle. 2-die block on the line, gets a dodge push here. Now 3-die block gets a POW against Carousel Alhambra. Again, with a 6+ against this Snotling. Oh! He's just dead. There was no graphic. He's so unimportant. They didn't even give him a graphic. Did we give him a replay? Let's see if we got a replay for him. Let's see. There we go. Carousel Alhambra. Oh, we hardly knew you. R.I.P. little buddy. I think it takes us down to a one-man player advantage at this point. That's right, Vonru. Oh, the game didn't even want to acknowledge his death. They're like, just get him off the pitch. One-man player advantage for Stairway to Nuffle. Here comes the blitz. 2-9 blitz against traveling Riverside Blues. This works out. Can he break armor again? He can. And another removal. 9v9 on the pitch now. Repositions the blitzer with his final point of movement, now going for that 3+ pickup. Fails the pickup on the first free roll, but remember, on the first roll, but has sure hands, gets the free reroll. Ball is now in the hands of this orc thrower. And the ball will advance to the Windbreakers' own 2-yard line. Stairway to Nuffle started with 3-man player advantage. And in one turn, it's now 9v9. Stairway to Nuffle. Figuring out what to do here. Currently, just 2 of their players are marked. That's because the rest left. 50 seconds with no action here by Stairway to Nuffle. He's really trying to figure out where he needs to go to stop the score. He's going to have to get a little aggressive here. He can't just sit tight. He's going to keep losing players if he does that. And then the best he can hope for is a draw. He really needs to find a way to get aggressive, to get in on this ball, to mark the ball carrier, and try to recover this ball. If he can recover it and get it in the hands of the gutter runner, chances are he just needs one turn of protection on that gutter runner, and then that gutter runner will be home free. One die block on Air Biscuit. Got a POW out of this. Can he get a 10+ as well? He can, and got a great stun there. Well done by Stairway to Nuffle. They took out the protection, or at least one half of the protection on the front left corner of the ball carrier. Now they've taken a mark on the ball carrier with Dancing Days. That's a guaranteed assist. He's going to blitz around the right side. Two-die blitz. Got the POW. Got the POW. And blitz the ball right into the hands of Barking Backside. Oh, boy. Knocked out this player here so that this Snotling would be able to lend the assist on the two-die blitz, but that ball ends up in the center's hands, which is normally something you'd never want in football. Went in on the block, got the POW. Good knockdown here. Unfortunately, the ball's going to scatter into the hands of a teammate. El Nubarino really thinking with his final 3 actions. He also has some movement left with the blitzer. He decides, you know what? I'm done. That's good. A little over 3 minutes. 3 minutes, 29 seconds left on the clock on bonus time for Stairway to Nuffle. Turn 11, now for the Windbreakers. They're going to push that blitzer out of the way. You can take another block on Heartbreaker. It'd be a 2-die block, but without the block skill this time. Decides to shift this ball back away from center pitch and back toward the left sideline. Left wide zone, rather. Trying to set up a loose cage around this ball. El Nubarino had to get aggressive and found a way to do it. Well done. Blood Bowl is so rich with agency. There's so many choices you make. We've talked about this time and again. 3-die blitz. Gets another removal here. Well done. 3-die blitz works out to the block skill on the blitzer. So much agency, so many choices, from the race you're going to play to the players you're going to hire to the skills you're going to put on them to how you're going to play your team from game to game, to how you're going to play your team from turn to turn. There are so many choices in the game. And then when you add a clock on top of that, a timer, a 2-minute timer, man, there are just so many things to consider. And when a player can hone in and they can say, if I hit this guy and push him here and move him here, I can get a 2-die block or a 3-die blitz. That is so much fun to me. I love watching that. Turn 12 is Stairway to Nuffle. They're trying to push this defense off to one side to carve out some pitch for themselves. Looks like that'll be the left wide zone if they can maintain. 2-die block on the one who denied it. This is a knockdown. Doesn't break armor. Those blue dice are my favorite. Those blue dice are my absolute favorite. Has a mark on the ball carrier now. He's negating the assist on the left side of the ball carrier now. He's now free to come in on a 1-die blitz on the ball carrier if he so chooses. Here it comes, 1-die blitz. 1-die blitz, got that pal. Got that pal. Where's the ball gonna bounce? Once again, Nuffle bounces that ball in the hands of a teammate, but this time can't catch it. Got the pal on the 1-die. Well done here. Now the gutter runner coming in on this ball. 3+ pickup works out. Fails the rush. He'll spend a reroll. Now this is what we were talking about. Just needs one turn of protection on the gutter runner. El Nubarino did everything he needed to do this turn. He had to find a way to get aggressive. He found the marks to take, the blocks to take, the holes to make, the dice to roll. He's done everything he needs to do. He just needs to hold this ball for a turn. Three-eye block on Dancing Days is going to be KO'd. Only a POW is going to knock down Ramble On. Can Doug the Minotaur get it? Two-die block. This time against Heartbreaker. It's going to be a push. You know what I want? You know what I want? I want those Taco Bell. I don't know what they're called, but like the potato tacos. I want those. That's what I want. How much starch can you put in a meal? Two-die block gets a push here. Took that block against Heartbreaker, pushes them away. That's the number 2 Skaven Blitzer. 9 seconds left on the clock. 2 minutes 27 seconds left in bonus time for the Windbreakers. They have 3 rerolls. They're going to be looking to blitz Ramble On. If they don't, Ramble On will absolutely score. Failed the dodge here. Has to spend a reroll. Good dodge. Here's the blitz. 2-die blitz. Only gets a push out of this. Decides not to follow up. Is he going to reposition the blitzer on a rush? He will. That's it. 2-die block over in the left wide zone. It looks like Ramble On is going to have 2 dodges to make. But you can bet El Nubarino is going to be looking for a way to take out the one who supplied it. That's the Orc Blitzer, number 8. First turn of the final quarter coming up. No, he just dodges 3+ to a 2+ with those 2 heads. There's the score. My goodness gracious. Well done by El Nubarino. Did the calculus. He said, you know what? 3+, 2+ with a reroll. I got it. Let's go. Very well done by El Nubarino. He has been fighting every single turn. Big plays, big dice. Now he's ahead 2-1. Both teams set up with the exact same formation here. Turn 13 coming up for the White Skull Windbreakers. If El Nubarino wins, he'll be dealing Doug the Minotaur his first loss of this competition. Three-day block gets a push on Good Times, Bad Times, the number 11 Snotling. Just 4 Snotlings left on the pitch? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make that 3. I would have thought all of these were Snotlings, but these are all goblins. There's a dead Snotling and 3 injured goblins. Oh, there are 4. There were 5. Dancing Days is here. 4 Snotlings on the pitch. 3-die blitz. Gets a knockdown here. And another KO. Turns out I ended up right. 3 Snotlings left on the pitch. Good ball pickup here by the Windbreakers. They've got a quarter here to score. They can certainly do it and try to tie this game. Blue Polish is rooting for the offense. rooting for the Orcs. Three turns left in the game. Turn 14 for Stairway to Nuffle. They have 1 reroll left. What's called Windbreakers with 2. There's a clan rat over in the left wide zone. Brings in a Snotling. Dancing Days as an assist. For the 2-die block against Bull Snort. Gets a push. After the block, no action by El Numerino. He's been on point all night. Shifting his safeties slightly. Heartbreaker, the number 2 Skaven Blitz, is going to move 1 space over to the right. Still playing safety. Turn 14, that's it. Took the block, covered some ground. Turn 14 for the Windbreakers. They take a mark on Black Dog, the Skaven Clan Rat, over on the right side as well. He's the right outer linebacker currently. I somehow stumbled into Japanese American football. It's called X League. It's great. It's football. Although there's a rule in X League that every team can only have a maximum of 2 players, 2 American players each season. Failed the rush here. Spends a reroll to get the knockdown on Black Dog. Looking to control the right wide zone here. The ball will end up somewhere around the 8-yard line. The Stairway to Nuffle 8-yard line in the right wide zone. Ends up on the 6 instead. The Minotaur trying to carve out this pitch. We've talked about this tactic before. He's got this coverage, right? I shouldn't call it coverage. He's got this protective line protecting the ball carrier here. So he's just trying to keep this ball carrier safe as best as he can. Absolutely hopeless. Welcome to the stream. Screen. Sure, yeah, screen. Two-die blocking the left wide zone. He's going to get a knockdown on Bull Snort. This is going to free up 2 players. El Nubarino wins this game. He will advance into 2nd place here in week number 4. El Nubarino, no stranger to top 4s in the league. Of course, neither is Doug the Minotaur, being league champion currently. I say currently, I mean that's not going to change to the end of the season. Fails a rush here. Rushes over to the right. Wide zone. And again, oh, my heart breaks. Deja vu. Once again, the thrower, as the safety, tries to cover the right wide zone on that right sideline, fails the rush roll, spends his final team reroll, and again fails it with snake eyes. That's a turnover. Turn 15 for the Windbreakers now. Boot Polish asks, is a Snotling a player? There are 3 here. Here, Dancing Days, Misty Mountain Hop, and Tangerine. Windbreakers with 1 reroll left for the game. 2 turns left to try to tie this ball game. If Doug the Minotaur can tie the game, he will remain undefeated, albeit with 2 draws on his record. Undefeated for the season, that is. Ball's going to advance the opposing 14-yard line now. He's going to try to keep this ball carrier safe. If he can score next turn. He'll have to score next turn. It'll be turn 16. Two-die blitz on Heartbreaker. Got a pal here. It needs a 9+ to break armor. These Skaven blitzers have that extra point of armor. And doesn't get it. Doug's like, you know what? I'm just going to cage up. I'll be good. 1 minute, 20 seconds left on the bonus clock for the Windbreakers. They have 3 players left to action. There's one. Takes a mark on Ramble On. Blitz has already been spent. That's it. Turn 16, final turn of this game. Stairway to Nuffle currently in the lead, 2-1. They're going to look for a way to stop this score desperately. I don't think they're going to get... Yeah, they're not going to get enough players back to properly cover the front of the cage. They're going to have to do something else. Stairway to Nuffle has 3 minutes, 10 seconds left on the bonus clock. Plenty of time to sit and think about your best course of action here. He's marked off the right side of the cage. I don't know if anybody's going to get in on that side. He's now marked off the left side of the cage too. Gutter blitz. 2-die uphill blitz. This will be a push result. Yeah, follow up that. Ramble On. He better be MVP today. He has deserved it. He has earned it. Failed dodge. That'll be a turn 16 now for the Windbreakers. They have a reroll. They've got some blocks, and then they can score. We'll see if they can pull this off. Here comes an assist. Tudai block against the gutter runner. Dodge push here. I'm sorry, this will be a knockdown because of tackle. Finally removed him from the pitch. Get off my pitch! Got a block on Stairway to Heaven to make. Tudai on Stairway to Heaven gets a push, and that'll be it. He's got the push. Well done. This is going to be a 2-2 draw. Boy, oh boy. What a hard-fought match, but Stairway to Nuffle just couldn't secure the win. 2-2 will be the final. Well done to both coaches. Elden Bruno put in the work, put in the prayers, had the die rolls, but just couldn't hold on to that victory. This one ends in a draw. Well done. Two draw. The one who dealt it is the MVP. I don't think so. Misty Mountain Hop. You know what? Misty Mountain Hop, you could be MVP. You know, you did some work too. You've earned it. 52 blocks performed by the Windbreakers here. 22 sustained injuries by Stairway to Nuffle. 14 KOs, 4 Kazes. Boy, it just wasn't enough to win though. SP. Oh God, I'm gonna throw up. All right, 18 SPP for the Windbreakers, and you know what? 16. Just a cool 16 for Stairway to Nuffle. Holy moly. Save some chicks for the rest of us, will you? 2-2, the final. And there are the standings currently in week number 4. White Skull Windbreakers remaining in 3rd place with a draw, and as will Stairway to Nuffle moves up into 4th with their draw. Congratulations to El Neverino there. We'll see if he can hold on to it with just 2 weeks left in regular play in this competition. And coming up, we have a game tomorrow night. It's going to be Monday. Well, I say it's going to be as if I have any choice. I've decided tomorrow is going to be Monday, February 5th. Tomorrow night, Monday, February 5th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's UTC -5, will be Maximum Von Sydow versus Juxtaposed Juggernauts. That's Malik versus War Horseman. That is Lizards versus Chaos Renegades. And then one more game has yet to be scheduled. That's going to be the Real American Heroes versus Cenozoic Park, Dead Fred versus Nick Satan. That is Dark Elves versus Lizards as well. And when that game gets scheduled, you'll be able to check out and get alerted to those schedules on our website at maml.club. That's maml.club here on Twitch or on our social media pages on Blue Sky, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also watch previous games on our YouTube channel. Play Blood Bowl, man. This game's so much fun. You can play Blood Bowl via Blood Bowl 3 on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation and Xbox, and in tabletop form at your friendly local game store. I am tongue-tied. Oh, thanks to you too, Von Roo. I appreciate you hanging out. Until tomorrow night, February 5th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, take care, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening.